Hi guys, welcome back to the Lost Generation podcast. Today is our episode 30.
Episode 30.
Episode 30
yeah.
already.
Damn,
Oh,
congrats everyone.
Yeah. No one remembers beside me. Because I'm the one who's doing the editing.
Wow, again. We like the
Again?
contribution shit. Like we
She has to
get it.
mention that, like
We get it. Okay. Can you see how happy I am today?
Yeah, can you see how happy I am today? Okay, I was listening to those older episodes and I sensed that my voice were like really high pitched. And then it gets lower and lower day by day.
as every episode.
Yeah, like in the beginning, I was like, "Hi guys, welcome back to the Lost Generation podcast," and now I'm like, "Hi guys, welcome back."
Now
to
you
the
sound depressed after like having friends with us.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
always depressed
Oh, yeah.
whenever I see Marc.
It's just like I pull it out for you to show. You know?
Yeah, so I'm trying to be positive today,
Yes.
Yeah, Mark.
Talking about the most unpositive topic ever.
which is toxic positivity.
Yay!
Yay!
Woo!
And this episode is especially dedicated to Vink.
Why is it me?
Yeah, I
Why
think
do you
like
guys think so?
at the moment, every negative topics
at the
I would
moment.
associate it with Vink. Fragile. No, just kidding.
Well,
I
the
can
meaning
say
of
that,
life
yeah.
is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can relate to this topic.
Yeah, I think that most people can, to be honest. Just joking aside, I had that. I had that once.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we have to first explain what is it, right?
Go for it, Mr. Wikipedia.
So-
Yeah, I'm sorry to say. This is like a Tonight Show. Just like going to another segment.
Yeah, but toxic positivity is the assumption either by oneself or others that despite a person's emotional pain or difficult situation, they should only have positive mindset or as you call positive vibes.
Right.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
why you hate the word vibes? Marc?
Exactly. I think like when it used in a very service manner, and that's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
hate it.
I use it all the time.
Even though I use it quite a lot, to be honest.
Gen Z be using that. all the
Yeah.
time.
Why? We're
You
Gen Z.
boomer? Boomer? Come on, man.
Basically, toxic positivity is that you deny all of your so-called negative emotions and then force yourself to be positive
Yeah.
all the time.
I think, but first, we're going to talk about how toxic positivity can take many forms. It can be, for example, like your family members who chastise you for either expressing frustration or negative feelings instead of listening to why you are exactly feel like that, you know, or it can be a comment on like, just look on the bright side, you know, be happy, be grateful to what you have.
Got that
I mean,
all
it's
the time.
not per se bad, but it can be like very surface level comment on something that is very deep, you know, that you have. So I'm going to list down some of the signs first of toxic positivity. The first one is masking your true feelings. I think we have done this before, you know. I think I did it quite a lot when I was a child, to just be like the joker of the class, you know.
Oh,
like I
damn.
don't want to show like I'm vulnerable, like I'm insecure about like my acne or some shit like that. Even though I make fun of my acne, I didn't feel good at all.
Yeah.
Try to just get on with it by stuffing or dismissing an emotion, either to yourself or to others. Right? Feeling guilty for feeling what you feel. Ooh.
Yeah. We
The fuck?
definitely do that a lot.
Yeah, this sounds deep. Like feeling guilty for feeling what you feel. Like
Yeah,
what's
it
up?
sounds a little bit like comparative suffering.
It is. In a way, like it's about you denoting yourself, denoting your emotion to the point where it has to be mute. Okay, so the fourth one would be minimizing other people experiences with feel good quotes or statement. Now this
Okay.
is some inspirational shit with you, Vink. That's
Why is it? Why is it then?
Okay, so what?
What do you mean? What?
Okay, so what the fourth one was trying to say is that a lot of people use like the quotes and shit, like good vibes only, bro.
okay.
It's okay, be happy.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like inspirational quote.
Yeah, and it comes back a
Just
little
to
bit to
feel-
like the meaning of life that I said to you earlier is that you can make an impact, but you have to relate to them instead of just saying like this cliche things. You
Yeah,
get what I mean?
yeah,
Learn
I
to
get- I
have
get it.
empathy first.
Exactly. Try to give someone perspective instead of validating their emotional experiences. I'm going to tell you that I did this once. It's not good. Shaming or chastising others for expressing frustration or anything other than positivity. Right. You know, family membership. Brushing up things that are bothering you with it is what it is. You know, like you try to calm you down, but it's
Then
not that
just-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from the signs that you have listed down, I think we can break down to two types of toxic positivity. The one that you put on yourself and the one that you put on others, or
Yeah.
others put
Yeah.
on you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did both of them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Quite a lot.
Yeah. So I think growing up, many times our parents would tell us that, oh, it's not that big of a deal when we tell them that, my friends don't hang out with me at school or something like that. They
Okay.
will be like, oh, it's fine. It's totally fine. You have other friends, or you didn't understand them, so that
Look on the bright side.
yeah, look on the bright side.
You have us. What?
You get to go to school.
Yeah.
You have this education.
Yeah, you get the privilege you have. Why did you feel unhappy? Like, what?
You have all the things in the world. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I kind of adapt that mentality growing up, and I also put toxic positivity on other people
Right.
when they come to me and share their experience, and I was kind of half being the higher person and half meaning good to them. Like I want them to feel better. And so I would just be like, oh, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It'll pass. This too shall pass. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now thinking back, I feel very guilty for having done that to my friends
Yeah.
and even family members. So if you're listening, I'm sorry. I'm a better
And I'm
bitch
pretty
now.
sure your family members don't listen to it.
Well, my mom does.
Okay.
Oh, really? That's
Hi, Mom.
Does she
interesting.
understand it? Like toxic what?
Positivity.
To be fair, I did that once to like a friend where I just said like, you know what, just feel fine. You know, I think it's fine. But the thing is, it's not that ingenuine. It's actually you trying your best
Yeah,
to
yeah.
give them advices, but either you got hindered by the fact that you always use toxic positivity, or you just don't know how to say it because
Yeah.
like that person actually are hiding a lot of like the negative emotions in a way that you don't even know, and you just have to say something to cheer them up.
Yeah,
So
or-
it's not that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, or you just feel awkward. You don't know what
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
But it's like a very thin line.
Is it like condescending, as we mentioned?
Sometimes
before? Yeah?
when they use it in a wrong way, like if I don't like you, oh, I do. I don't like you for sure. Yeah, it's the truth. For example, right? Like I know you are like below than me and shit, right? And then you
okay.
just say like, man, like I have troubles with like friendship, you know? And I'm like, oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, friends.
with that kind of like style, you know? Like some of them would use that method to kind of belittle people, but some people are genuinely try to help. But like either
I see.
you try to hide feelings from me, so that's why I don't know what the fuck are you talking about, and I just say like random stuff to make you happy, or I got ingrained with that toxic positivity. That's why I use like quotes. You know, it's just like that.
Okay.
Basically, sometimes most of the time, I think toxic positivity, when others put it on you, it comes from a good place.
Yeah.
They just mean well, but they don't know how to really,
Comfort you.
really comfort or really approach you correctly. That
Yeah.
would make you share your experience.
Again, happiness and humor can become like a very good coping mechanism for you to just like move on in life.
Or just move on in that specific situation.
Yes.
To get on doing with
And
your work.
sometimes like when you feel happy and then you want to do things, it's a natural thing to do. However, when it comes to like the subconscious, sometimes you try to ignore it or just avoid the uncomfortableness of like the emotions that you once felt in order for you to just be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because like they just felt very uncomfortable with the subject matter they want to try to say, I don't know. However, if you try to ignore like this bad emotion subconsciously, I think it's gonna fuck you up. Like especially when you already have a lot of your mental health issues. It can increase anxiety, depression, and overall worsening of your mental health.
State. Yeah. The thing about it is that you're bottling up all of your emotions and not letting yourself feel it. Of course, I'm not telling you to like dwell on your negative emotions all the time.
Yeah.
But I think every emotion has a function.
Mm.
It tells you what's going on inside your body, your mind, or what's going on in the environment around you.
Yeah.
And they help you navigate through life, basically. So you shouldn't cancel your negative emotions just
Yeah.
because you feel uncomfortable. I know it's hard, but balance.
A lot of people feel like sadness would be something that just make them have nightmares, I think. But to be fair, to me, what I have learned throughout like how not to be a toxic positive person is that just embrace the fact that you have fears or doubt or you have insecurities in a way. Because when you embrace it, you talk about it and then you can solve it. And it will lead to like real and genuine positive.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people, I think they just kind of bury everything in a bottle and then throw it away. And then they try to keep like the facade of like positiveness instead of dive into the real problem to find positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And it's a
true.
big problem, I think, to like teenagers or even like to us in general, right?
Yeah.
Either with friends, I guess,
Yeah.
family, fucking hell. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those negative emotions help you become a stronger person.
Oh, yeah.
Being positive all the time, I don't think it makes you really strong.
It makes you tired.
Yeah.
To be honest, like you have to keep
Yeah,
up with like the
true, true.
facade. You know, you try to be like this uppity guy, you know.
You have like
And I'm looking at you again. man.
you have to put on a mask.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like put a lot of effort and energy to be someone else.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's why like I have this intuition on seeing people and kind of tell that they are not telling me everything
Like they're
about
genuine
their
or
subject
not.
matters because I can see like their facial expressions. If they feel uncomfortable, like it will show on your face. Or I don't know. I felt like there are certain things that you kind of hidden from me. And I'm looking at
And
you.
he's
again.
looking straight at me.
Yeah. A
It's
lot of
true,
people
though, it's
use
true.
humor, you know? Like they just say like, "Ah man, like I just got crashed." It's okay.
It's okay. I'll buy another one.
Yeah, this
And then it's
literally
just
like
gonna-
think in a cafe. It's okay, man. It's okay.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I think the thing about putting a mask on for too long is that people kind of expect you to be that way all
Exactly.
the time.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's harder for you to open up to people because they're like, oh yeah, you be fine.
Yeah,
Because
no,
it happens all the time.
That's a
They'll be
good fucking
assuming-
point. That's
yeah,
a good
true,
fucking
true.
point. And that's why it leads to like unintentionally toxic positivity that people put on you.
Yeah.
And then you feel even more obligated to feel toxic positivity. You know? That's why like again it comes back to why I don't like quotes in general. Like I'm sorry for you, Vink.
For me,
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to you and I'm sorry for you. It's too
No, I'm sorry to
for
you
me.
because like Ving is like a heavy motivational
not
guy.
really. I
No,
mean,
he likes that kind of stuff, and I think it helps for certain people. But for me, like I don't like the facadeness of it, like you know the cliche of it sometimes, because like, it forced you to be like. Just don't resolve your problems and instead just feel like you are
mean, maybe it's-
worthy and privileged to live.
some people can solve the problems by themselves though. They don't really like need other people just to like tell them on what to do.
Yeah.
Well, like they can like okay, I can be strong. It's
Again,
alright.
it comes back to what I just said is that the people that you kind of describe, I think they are the one who found out what the fuck was wrong with them and then
okay.
try to find the answers from
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, trying to find the positive in that.
Okay.
Again, my experience with toxic positivity is that even when I was kind of like knew that I was failing university, a lot of people just say, why don't you just try? You know, try one more year to see like if you are going to be successful or not, you know? And I took it in and I kind of stuck in a limbo of like fucking whether I'm good enough or whether I should fuck off, you know? And it just kept on fucks up in my mind.
I think that's a difficult thing about your mental state because it's invisible. So people would think that they would just say anything to
Yeah.
make you feel better. I mean, for example, if you have a broken arm, they would take you to the hospital. They wouldn't just say that, just let your arm heal. It'll be fine. They would
Yeah.
not say that.
That's like on a physical side,
Yeah,
though.
I heard like the YouTube channel that Ling was watching yesterday. Like they
what was
they
that?
literally told this example of like
Very
when
extreme.
you met someone who had cancer, like very
Okay.
specific.
Okay.
Like,
I remember
Oddly
that. I
specific.
remember.
Oddly specific and very like we get it. You know, like
And specifically
it's
on
literally
that.
like for dumb people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I can't say it. Like what the fuck? But yeah, going back to my story a little bit. So I stuck in that limbo, right? And it just again fucks up in my mental health. It actually took me quite a while to realize that it ain't for me. You know, for the first time ever, I actually realized that, you know what? Forget everybody said. I'm actually really sad right now.
Yeah.
And I need help. I need to get out of here. And then that's why, you know, like history became history. I came back and then, you know, like,
And that's how you.
and graduated.
True.
Hell yeah.
That's how you solve the
Almost.
problems.
Almost. Fuck. Like, did you know like my graduation date was like the
April and April.
yeah, the 1st of April. It's literally like April Fool.
Yeah, and who knows you're gonna get your certificate.
Yeah, I thought like they would pull a prank on me. Ving would probably be there.
Maybe you
And, like,
get it over
psych.
Zoom. You know,
Yeah,
those funny videos.
Like, psych, bitch. You have one more
April
lecture.
Fools. April Fools.
Yeah, you have
You
more.
got one
like-
more year.
Yeah, you got one more course. Anyway,
Yeah.
you know, like that's the thing about me is that I think a lot of successful people, they dive into their problem, they solve it out, and they find happiness in that instead of just put in like this random quotation of someone and then try to force yourself to feel like that. It fucks up with your emotions. First of all, you feel like you don't know whether you feel bad or you feel sad or you feel happy. You know.
Yeah, I think to be fair, if those quotes motivates you
Oh, yeah.
in specific time in life or when you're working, for example, you can not just weep in the middle of the
It
office.
sucks, by the way.
Yeah.
It sucks.
If it helps you, then go for it.
No,
But
just kidding. Yeah, for
but
sure.
just don't bottle up your negative emotions and then go on with your life because it's not that healthy. I mean, sometimes you need to vent out your thoughts and your feelings, and those motivational quotes cannot be the shoulder to cry on.
True.
Maybe not cry, but just someone to listen to. You cannot talk to the quotes
Yeah.
or the speakers
Yeah.
unless you have money.
Obviously.
Like Link.
Like,
You can book a session or something.
wow.
Yeah. Talk about Ving
But
being
don't
a
do that.
superstar. Yeah, again, like comes back to like every human have toxic positivity, whether you know it or you don't know it. I think for Ving, like before he knew about this topic, he didn't really understand what it was.
I didn't even know that this term exists until you mentioned it, and then
Yeah.
you described me on what is it about, and then I was like, oh, I've been doing this for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
oh, it's something that is toxic. I didn't know
I
that.
think like I would get a call from Ving this night. About like, hey man.
Yeah, talk about
like-
the meaning of life.
I
Yeah.
just want to be true. Like,
Yeah.
I feel down.
Yeah.
yeah.
So again, every people have experienced it one way or another, even celebrities, like you said before, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, last night, I think.
Last night I was mentioning about Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
He got a song that's called "Lonely," and
Whack
it's
guy.
it's whack guy.
I'm with you on that.
And it's actually about him being so lonely and so depressed.
Right.
He even has like a disease, skin disease, I think, or something.
Okay.
And then everyone just like assuming that he's so happy as
Yeah.
he's rich, he's popular, and people will be saying that he's gonna be alright. He has like a beautiful wife. Why should he be sad?
Yeah. Money can't buy happiness. I just like
Yeah.
pull out like a quote now. Yeah, it's very similar to like Robin Williams.
Okay.
He's like a comedian, you know, everybody loves him, you know, like he is very cheerful. Not in real life though, in his movies, and then he tragically killed himself, you know, because
a lot
he
of
was
stars do that.
depressed.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
They
don't
suicide.
hide it, you know, or don't feel like
You're
though people
obligated.
are very happy, you know, just ask them if they have troubles. So it leads to like how to say words in a very non-toxic positivity way. Okay, so for the first one, when you're being really positive in a very toxic way, you would say, don't think about it, stay positive, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like just very surface on like the level of like you don't want to dive in to what they are trying to say. And you just try to like cheer them up. You can say that describe what you're feeling. I'm totally here and I'm listening to you. You know, validating the emotions, bro.
That's actually gonna
yeah.
help.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't chase away what they're trying to say. Whoa, I'm trying to make a poem now. Fuck. Don't worry, be happy, man. This fucking
Don't worry, be happy.
this song, man. I get tired of this song, and now people like just telling me that.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley, yeah. No, not Bob Marley. I think
it?
like McFarlane something.
Oh, really?
Anyway,
Okay.
in a non-toxic way, I see that you are really stressed. Anything that I can do to you. Failure is not an option. Failure is a part of growth, of success.
Wow.
Now, to be fair, and I'm going to say something that is very unpopular. Some of these quotes of like the non-toxic ones are quite condescending. Sometimes,
Very.
because like it gives you this vibe that you're just trying to be like, oh, I totally understand you. It took me like quite a while to know how to talk to people when they are trying to describe their struggles. To be honest, I literally just don't talk. I listen. You know, a good listener always just say like, oh yeah, okay, cool, okay, and then just let them tell your story. You know, you don't have to say anything. By the time that they finish it, you talk, and that's it.
Yeah.
That is a good conversation instead of just like, tell me. I'm listening. Well, bitch, you right beside me. Of course, you have to listen, right?
That's-
Or else, what the fuck are you doing?
That's why this guy is a womanizer. He listens to a woman.
This is a
And,
very
empathize
wrong
in the-
time for
Yeah.
to say that.
Wrong episode.
I didn't realize.
You guys shouldn't know the reference. I mean, but it took me a lot of practice because like sometimes I kind of dive into the fact that like I just like people to grow up or like to cheer up. But sometimes I refrain from that. When I say that, I'm like, oh shit, I probably have to listen to them.
True.
You know?
Facts.
Yeah. So, what's the takeaway from this one? Ling, go on.
Wow.
I think you're good at this.
Yeah, I feel like a student right now. Like, what's the takeaway from this
Can
class?
you go
My
to the board?
students?
Go to the board.
What's the answer?
Can you like draw a triangle?
Okay, don't apply toxic positivity on yourself and others. Yay.
Ooh.
That's the shittiest
That
way.
is so general, but
Yeah, like at the end
but,
of every
yeah.
bài tập làm văn that we had
Yeah,
in primary
that's
school.
like bài
we
kiểm
were
tra 15 phút.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
conclusion.
Em rất yêu bố mẹ em.
Yeah.
Em rất yêu chú của
Em yêu đảng và nhà nước.
That's-
Đã cho em cơ hội để học và làm việc tại Việt Nam. Like, come on, what the fuck was that? What the takeaway is that, you know, sometimes being positive is good. Dude, I'm not like negative all the time. You know, you got to fucking balance the positive and the negative in order for you to like fulfill
Yeah.
what you want in life at least. You know, if you're always negative, it's fucked up. If you're always positive, it's also kind of fucked. Like you just get tired. The toxic positivity is something that it's even more fucked. It's that you try to ignore every single uncomfortable truths. You know, for you to have like a good lie and just keep on moving instead of like see the problem that maybe you have hidden for so long. And sometimes you kind of forget it. And you don't know why you feel this fucked up emotions. You know, you feel like you have mental issues. You got to talk. You know, you got to dissect the problem. You got to dissect the past. You know, what you felt sad about. Sometimes I do believe that sadness makes you grow.
Yeah.
You know, one way or another, emotionally or physically.
Yeah, I think you should dig deeper. You shouldn't just use catchphrase or
Yeah.
words that are all over the internet, like describe your
Yeah.
mental state. It doesn't help. Okay, you name it. That's a good start, but then dissect it.
It
Don't
can
just
be a-
say it
yeah.
and stop at that.
It can be the strategy. It can be like just a tool. But like what you have to do is you have to explore yourself and discover why you feel that. I
Have to
think
experience. Yeah.
bad energy and like being negative is not bad.
Yeah,
know?
don't refrain from them.
Yeah.
They're there for a reason.
Dude, yeah, being sad makes me humble. To be honest, I was like that cocky dude who is like,
Yeah,
again, in Australia, like,
Really?
yeah,
Like,
you don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That cocky guy.
Yeah, I felt like I was like the master of the universe because I could speak English, like just decent English, and then like talk to people and shit, you know.
This guy
I don't
is
hang
such
out
a
with
church.
Vietnamese.
Such a church.
Yo, you get what I mean, right?
Okay.
But then I worked as a cleaner. And then it just like I fell down from grace. Like a coup d'etat in a way.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good quote you got there. Sadness makes you humble.
No, it is.
That's really true.
You
Yeah,
know,
I feel
sadness and uncomfortability. You gotta, you know.
Is that a word?
Uncomfortability.
Yeah, again,
mean-
I say like I had decent English, not like a good one, you know?
I mean,
It's like a B plus.
That's like an IELTS 5. I
B
say.
plus is kind of hard, too high.
Come on, man. Fucking.
Yeah, people listen to our podcast to like practice their IELTS.
Well, too
Hopefully.
bad, motherfuckers.
Yeah, too bad. I'm sorry,
And
but
people
too
be
bad.
cursing you.
You be laughing your ass off when you. When,
Uncomfortability.
yeah.
I'm pulling that word out of nowhere.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I just like randomly put words together and then it sounds like legit.
And
like,
that's how you evolve. Right?
It sounds like some old English. Every single time when I feel a very negative emotions, it really makes you think about yourself. You know? That's why like, you can discover more so than being happy. Because when you're already content, you don't think about it too much. You know? And that's why like when you say like, how about like the people that you know, like they are so happy and they're so successful. Well, I think they have already dived into the problem they have. You know, for
think
them to
so.
feel content,
True.
you know, and move on. And that's a good, you know, mental.
Mentality to have.
Sorry, yeah, that's a good mentality to have. You
Yeah.
know, that you know somehow balancing your mental health, and it's good.
Yep, that's going on the podcast.
Fuck you, no. Mẹ tập
Mày
mày
chửi
ta.
mỗi ở.